Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Master Luke here, and welcome back to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. On the last episode, we freed this new colony, Colony 15, and got its commander, where is he? Triton, which, as you can see, is actually a Mobius, ironically enough. But I guess he's tired of being a Mobius and wants to move on, so he decided, he was the one who actually asked us to destroy the flame clock. But he also seems a little off his rocker, so he may be a little confused after living so long.
What are we waiting for? Let's get it open.
That being said, he does have the awesome soul hacker ability, which we found out is able to steal moves from unique monsters. So I'm very excited to go fight some unique monsters now. All right, let's see. The Lieutenant Appy. On hearing of story of Captain, whole crew set sail right away. Maybe crew got tired and sick of Colony 15 and want to experience wider world. Or maybe crew left by way of going with flow without knowing why. Captain looked down in dumps at current moment. Appy, stay here for now to cheer of lonely matey. There isn't really too many people in this colony. Because even though, I mean, it is a full colony, there's no kitchen, there's no commissary, you know, there's no Nopon trader shop. There's none of that, so I don't know, maybe that'll open later once we come back. I'm not sure, but oh. Let's go break up this battle here. Get some Nopon coins out of it. Alright. Let's actually switch over to where's land. There we go. So we got double bite, dig, and draining vacuum. And then obviously we don't have any master arts because those are saved for the ones we steal from unique monsters. Oh, come on now. Alright, final countdown. Damage per soul hack. Oh! So the more people we have soul hacked, the better that move will be? Okay. Well, that's cool. Nice. All right.
Too easy. Come after me, and that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Okay. Now, where's the boat? Is the question? Oh, it's down here. Okay. So even though last episode we did a bunch of side quests, and I said we were gonna go back and do this all over again, we're actually gonna go this time. So let's grab some stuff here and make our way back. Because last episode ended up being just this guy's hero quest instead. Let's see. I'm trying to remember which island it was. I think it was over here on the left somewhere. Let me look at the map again. Yep, we're going the right way. Pretty much stay on the course here. ZR plus up. Oh, wait. Oh, that just takes you in a straight direction. Okay. It basically holds the button for you. Oops. That wasn't it. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we're headed to the prison to go save Gondor. Let's meet back up here first.
No one can fight on empty batteries.
Alright, let's discuss the new information we got. Lee Gart prison information.
Hey, listen to this, will ya?
Okay, tell me what you know. Let me send you what Tyan and I got from analyzing the maps. First, about infiltrating the island itself. It appears there are natural caverns underneath Agnus Castle. If we break through one of the walls, then climb the cliff, we can avoid most of the guards' attention. There should even be less of us getting caught if we do it under the cover of darkness. I seem to remember a little inlet near Hiket Cove. It could be a good place to wait for the nightfall. Once we've ascended the cliffside, we can approach the camp from the back. Notice the evidence. I expect one of those is our way in. That's quite a drop. Indeed. They won't be any use for exfiltration. Those ID devices are certainly going to help. Well, if they're not, and you're spotted, you'll all be rounded up in seconds. So assuming we get into the prison, how exactly are we supposed to blend in? See how the vents are connected to the central cell block? It should be easy for you to mingle with the prisoners all in the one place for morning assembly. After that, you can move about in an open calm as you like. As long as you've got an ID device, they won't suspect a thing. Once you're inside, you should make contact with Gondor as soon as possible. I prepared a few possible plans of action when you're ready to leave the camp. You'll need to change plans as the situation demands. Everyone needs to play their part. If you can get out quietly, head for Paltia Bay, where you'll rendezvous with Kitami. But top priority is breaking out of Gondor. Blast the west gate off if you must. Well, it seems like we've got our plan in place. Riku, roger that. When preparation's ready, we take Boundary to Hiket Cove. Well, I say we go now. I'm ready for that. Alright. So let's see. There's an ether channel right here.
Let's top up on ether.
There we go.
It's already getting dark.
Well, isn't that perfect? They said we wanted to go in the cover of darkness anyways, so. Let's grab this container as well.
Come on, don't fail me now.
Thank you. Oh. I'm keeping watch over Paltia Bay. If there's any movement, I'll be straight over. Be careful. Oh, and please say hello to everyone in the prison camp for me. Yep. Alright, here we go. Oh, come on, back up. Good thing this thing doesn't take damage from hitting the... Are you kidding me? Come on. We're to like 20-point turn this thing. There we go. Alright, let's see where this is on the map. Oh, we got a couple more quests opened up too. That one we can't get. That one probably not yet. This one's kind of on our way to... I guess we stopped at that island before. You know what? We'll just keep going straight. Trying to figure it out if this is part of the Bionis that fell off. Oh wait, hold up. Is that a Faranis Hulk? It is. I was about to go right past that. All right, small detour. Faranis Hulk. Be a toll Hulk. Alright. Let's disembark here, because I would like to get another Furanis.
Oh, this'll be over like that.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Alright, how many of these baddies you gotta kill?
You're dealing with me.
Time to get crushed.
Yeah.
I'm the one you want. Cheers for that.
Sidewalker. Fish. Demon Slayer.
I'm the one you want. Cheers for that.
You're dealing with me.
Alright. 10 more. Nice. Heck yeah.
I'd say we were moving in sync, right, Tyon?
Alright, let's see. Where are the other... Well, there's another one out here.
They're mince meat. Kick them aside.
We can do it, no doubt about it.
Yeah, we blocked him with our boat.
I'm the one you want. Time to get crushed. Locked and loaded. Good going, Uni. No more running.
Sometimes brute force is the answer.
The heat is up!
Let's use it to the max.
Noble, let's go them.
I need you, Mio!
Oh, everybody's teaming up. Okay. Alright. Interlink. I like how we walk on the water now. It's got like a little glitchy thing under our feet. But that's pretty cool.
Come on,
figure it out.
where that was ended.
All right, next. Oh wait, it's over.
Alright, looks like the other guys are on this side.
This has got to be worth a bunch.
Oh, this'll be over like that.
I'm so ready for this.
Time to get crushed.
Gotta keep their attention. Sidewalk.
I'm the one you want. Wait.
Alright, team up again. Get launched. There we go. Nice. Is that one in the back not fighting us?
That's how you pull off a win.
Yeah. See if we can keep this up.
There we go.
You're dealing with me.
Cheers for that. I got this.
Demon Slayer.
Locked and loaded. Time to win out the big gun. Oh, rattle good. Divine protection. Rolling ray.
I'm fit to burn.
Shield.
Oh my.
Stay on guard for now. I need you, Mio. We can do this now.
Keep piling on the damage.
Tear it up for me, Senna. Roll in, smash.
All right, and cancel.
Now I'm ready to make some waves.
All right,
Locked
4
and
more.
loaded.
Nothing a bit of teamwork couldn't handle.
Do that one more time. It's probably another big guy like that, and then 3 more. Oh, nope. Maybe it's just a group of 4 of these guys. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. No more biggins to fight.
They're mince
Big be-
meat. Kick him aside.
I'm so ready for this.
No more running.
Gotta keep you're dealing with me.
Time to get from the one you want. Cheers for that.
Cool. I've lost the enemy.
Right.
I'll keep up.
You're dealing with me.
I'm the one you want. You're a lifesaver.
Yeah. Piling on the damage.
Show us what you got. I'm the one you want.
Okay. All right. Double up here.
Got more in you yet, Noah.
Feel the power.
Now,
Sometimes brute force is the answer. Right. We should move right away.
Right. Let's push on.
Okay, we beat everybody. Time to open up this Varanus. We get a new campsite. We get some more stuff we can craft with. Hopefully we can make some new gems. Up we go.
Hey, can I get a hand here?
All right, how many do they need this time? 25. All right. Heck yeah. Okay,
We should be able to rest here.
let's open these containers here. See what we got.
Okay, surprise me.
This be a rare sight.
Whoa, the suspense.
Bunch of gold Nopon coins. All right, fabricator. We use this twice to make some good stuff. Okay. All right, hopefully with all that new stuff. Let's see, Dum Dum. What this? Customers, come Dum Dum put kettle on. We ain't exactly customers. Shil told us to come here. Is that so? Just like Dum Dum being daydreamy again and not paying attention. Here's stone for friend. Cheers, we'll get it where it needs to be. Now it's time for tea? Sorry, we're a bit busy. Friends know who good for tea with. Laloka. Laloka is very fun, Nopon. That's great. You know, with, what? You should go for tea with Laloka instead of us. Yes, that good plan.
We got new folks on the map. Can we ask Manana to whip up some grub?
Nothing to discuss. Let's see what we level up to. 60? Yeah, look at that. All right, everybody's level 60.
Stronger.
Nice. All right, let's see. Come on, we should be able to craft some gems now. There's one.
Get it equipped.
I'm already itching to try it.
Well, we were able to make one, so I'll take it.
That should be about enough.
All right. And let's see. We can cook here. We'll do oh, banana battle soup DX. What? How did we get? Is it just because we've eaten it enough times? Yeah, let's do that. It costs 2 coins, but I'll take it.
That's done me nice.
Break time's over.
Oh, such peace, such calm on this island. Not much here, so Agnus and Keves troops come on very rarely. Yeah, then what's the point of you being here if nobody ever drops by? Sometimes Golkin or Mergana will come gather shells, Dum-Dum trade with them. Ah, so you like a bit of bartering too.
The selection's making me go cross-eyed.
There we go.
Some relationships change.
Okay. Oh my, that is one big creature. Is it gonna fight us?
Okay, well.
Yep, it is.
doing
Okay.
No more running. I'm the one you want.
It's 65. We'll see how we do.
Well within.
Quit being an idiot and stay back.
On your ass!
Noble!
Mighty beast! I'll keep their attention on me.
Just as planned, Tyrant.
Good going, Uni!
Glory.
No more running.
I'll keep their attention on me.
Things are going up.
Sometimes brute force is the answer.
I just real. Oh. We can probably still do it.
Senna! Senna, wake up!
Ew. Maybe not.
Push you too hard.
Spear point!
I'm just way too far away from this thing.
Fire! Things are building up.
Are you ready, Uni? This will bring them to the well within top.
Oh. I'm dead again.
Lurking spider. I got you. One of these days I'll learn the strength.
Unstoppable. I'll get you ship-shape in no time.
Just a little more.
All right, come on, we can beat him.
I need you,
All right, we're gonna combine.
You might want to hang back.
Things are building up.
Sometimes brute force is the answer.
There we go.
Nothing a bit of teamwork.
Hey, and Noah got the Vanguard
Not
class.
being careless.
Okay. Alright, there we are. Let's see where that quest was again. Well, it's in our lineup. It's in our path. We'll save this. We'll do this one. Since it's on our path, we'll save this one since it's kind of out of the way. Unless this one that's in our path then decides it wants to take us super far out of the way. I think this is it. The island with the quest. probably just on the, yep. Way up there.
Topographical info updated.
Conch Rock Beach.
Wait up. I heard something.
Oh, it's voiced.
What is it, Mimi?
Banana see person on ground!
Stay with me. We'll patch you right up.
Oh, this is the, I think this is the one we missed.
I have to help everyone. Ugh. Stop moving. You don't understand. I promised them. Said I'd keep them safe. If I'm the only one that survives, then it's all been for nothing. I have to go.
Oi, don't be a clod.
Huh? I'm not.
Oh, what? You're really serious then? How are you gonna save anyone when you can barely stand yourself? You got a death wish or something?
Let's break it down. As I see it, you have two options here. You can go in and try to save them by yourself.
Or you can let us pitch in. Which one of those strikes you as the better idea, eh?
You want to help me?
I don't know. That depends. But I wouldn't be in such a hurry to throw my life away. Being ready to die and actively trying to get yourself killed are two very different things.
It's just a quick patch-up, but it should help you think straight. Sorry about Lance and his threatening display of idiocy.
What's threatening?
You missed the point.
I did not miss the... Oh.
Look, you can relax. We're all friends here. Would you mind telling us what's going on? Yeah, okay. There was a Kevesi raid. There was no time. I had to cause a diversion, so I leapt in without a second thought. After that, it's all a blur. That was pretty reckless of you.
Remind Riku of someone Riku know?
Oh?
Whatever the case may be, we had best hurry. Judging by the situation, your allies were likely forced apart and are now fighting alone.
It really sounds like it would help to have some numbers on your side, no?
For now, let's take the best course of action we can. We can hash out the details later. The best course? My name is Fiona. I am the commander of Colony Mio. I know this might be a lot to ask, seeing as we've just met. But please, lend me your strength. I need to save my people.
Okay, Fiona has temporarily joined the party. And we got our hero quest, Transparent Dreams.
We got new folks on the map.
Hold on,
Wait,
everyone.
how close are we talking? Oh, it's on the island, okay.
I'm on my way.
New colonies on the grid.
Yeah, I didn't... Where's the colony at? Is it on this island? Oh, that's right. I forgot. We came here before. So that's the colony we came across, and
There's no time to spare.
the door was just locked. We
Let's
couldn't get up
hurry.
there.
Summer. I'm so sorry. You shouldn't have been alone.
Let's send her on. Her voice deserves to be heard.
All right.
Mio, would you do the honors?
Okay.
Whoa, this is really good.
All right, let's see what else we got. I got a bad feeling these are all going to be bodies over here. I think we approached from a different gate. That's what it was. Yeah.
If only I was stronger.
We came up from that beach.
Just stay focused. It's not over yet.
Sean, you kept everyone safe. It must have hurt so much.
Fiona, leave the rest to us.
Yes. Thank you.
I know it's grim, but it needs doing.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that any of her friends survived. I think it's looking pretty bad.
Hey, are you all right?
Crying isn't going to change anything. Noah, Mio, would you mind taking care of everyone?
I know it's grim, but it needs doing. What you
Okay.
got for me?
Oh! Almost fell off there. Okay. I think we just got one more. Yeah, and it's by the regular entrance.
Oh, that's a rare one.
I don't want to lose them.
Oh, here. Okay. These guys are still alive.
Well, this was entertaining. Quite a contest.
Indeed. And it ended with your loss.
Irma!
What took you?
Sorry. How's everyone?
Fiona! Oh, Fifi, I was so worried about you. We're surrounded. And pretty badly depleted.
Men, aim for that banner. Is their commander, Fiona.
Dream on, mother!
We should go.
All of us. Yes. We didn't ask for these outsiders. This is still our fight.
But the wounded...
Ah, it's nothing. We're good. Yeah, we're fine. Stop fighting fit. Relax, Fifi.
I can't get over her voice. It's a little too strange.
In Colony Mew, we fight as one. Right, folks?
You guys... Trust your crew.
Trust yourself. Trust in victory.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
All hearts as one! We'll make it! Together!
Colony Mio. Ooh. What's going on with those dogs? False Wolf. Okay. Okay. Alright, who's going next? Alright, one dog left.
Sparks! Too strong! Retreat! Retreat!
We made it!
Fiona! Fifi!
Irma! All of you! You pulled through! Thank you!
Come on now, of course we did. We made a promise, right? Come what may, we'll always be together.
Lance! Everybody! Thank you so much for saving our lives!
Whoa! All right, steady on. We're not deaf.
We were just gonna walk away! I couldn't let you go without a proper thank you. Even if you're Ouroboros, the betrayers.
Oh, now you say that.
Hang on.
No. No need to explain. You're our saviors.
That's right. You even healed our wounded.
Yeah, you don't look like baddies to me.
Exactly.
And I noticed that when we were fighting side by side, you guys all trust one another. That's why...
You've made up your mind, have you, Fiona?
Yeah. That's why I want to try trusting too. I want to destroy our flame clock. Would you mind doing us this one last favor?
It's hardly a problem for us, but why the sudden request?
We heard about a liberated colony from Nopon travelers. That's what got me thinking. There should be more to life than spending it fighting all the time. Being ready to die and actively trying to get yourself killed are two very different things.
Sounds to me like you've been mulling it over.
This has to change. I want to change myself. I want to change the way things are.
Good on you.
Looks like you got it figured out.
You'll trust me.
That's the same look you gave us when we first met. You'll do anything to protect your friends, won't you?
All right then. Let's make tracks for Colony Mio.
That is, if she didn't still seem to be having second thoughts. Care to tell us why?
Oh, you noticed? Well, that makes things easier. There are two major stumbling blocks. The first is that you'll have to somehow outwit the consul. And second,
So there is one
that
here.
only that consul knows the location of the flame clock under discussion.
Huh? How can you not know? The one you see right now? That's just a fake.
Fake? How's that then?
Oh, but the consul isn't here right now. This might be the right time to act.
Fiona, this isn't the place to be having this conversation.
Right. Sorry.
In any case, let's talk details at the colony. Our people are on their last legs. We'll need time to get back to strength.
Please, take this.
Circlet of Wisdom.
I'm happy you were able to send everyone on their way. It really helped me to be a little more positive. Thank you so much. Sorry about all the urgent requests. We'll be waiting for you at Colony Mio. Don't keep us waiting too long.
Okay, that's actually kind of smart by the console, I gotta say. If you hear rumors
new folks on the map.
of like all these people smashing flame clocks, then like the one, since it's such an obvious like target point, you'd want to change it.
See, huh?
Colony Mio, main gate. Okay. Man, this is quite a big colony.
Some relationships changed.
My goodness. They really want you to go back here for this. Bed of woes and wishes. Okay.
Wah! Such flower power! Manana flubbered!
Everyone! We've been waiting for you.
This is awesome. Did you guys make this?
I suppose we did. Whenever we say farewell to a friend, we plant flower seeds. They kept growing over time, and before we knew it, we had this.
It's beautiful, but to think of all the departed.
Standing still spells death. If we can't achieve victory, there will be no tomorrow. But still, we didn't want to forget that they were all here once.
So that's why you're getting all teary-eyed.
What? No. It's just the pollen.
It doesn't take much to get Commander Boohoo here going.
Irma!
Looks like you're taking a lot on your shoulders. Doesn't it weigh you down?
A little. I just wish I wasn't such a weakling.
You can put the burden down whenever you want, you know. You can still choose to keep things the same as always. I wouldn't think any less of you if you did. Neither would anyone else here.
I love you for saying that, Irma. Just like I love everyone here. And Colony Mio, where I met you all. And ever since I realized that, tomorrow stopped looking so dark. And that's exactly why I can't run away from my responsibility.
I get it. Whatever happens, I trust in you.
And I trust you too.
Fiona, Irma. All the squad leaders have assembled. We can start the meeting at your convenience.
Understood. I'll be right there.
Oh, but before that, Fifi... Tickle ambush! Coochie coochie coo!
Stop it!
Loosen up, Fifi. Get it all out here.
Yep, now she's back to herself.
We're waiting in the square.
Why? I'll get you back, you'll see.
Run away!
It's hard to imagine that the console will make it easy for us with the flame clock. Someone will surely pay for this with their life. Again.
Again?
Please, do whatever you can to make sure it's not Fiona.
We got new folks on the map.
Gugu. Flame clock or no flame clock makes no difference for Gugu. But also understand pain it brought. Pain of saying goodbye to many friends while life sucked away. So Gugu understand reason why friends want to destroy. Alright,
Some relationships changed.
let's head on back over there. Definitely feels like the youngest colony leader. I don't know if tickle fights seem very appropriate during the war, but well, it happened, so here we are. All right, let's see what we got up top here. We got a barrel back here we can get. Maybe it's inside this house. Huh? Oh, it's... Duh. It's a storage shed.
Hey, can I get a hand here? And there. Come on, don't fail me now.
There we are. Colony Mio viewing deck.
Are we seriously gonna do it now? Those Keves dudes are still loitering around.
Who's loitering again?
God, he's huge.
Sounded like someone was having a bit of a whinge. We all good here?
We're great. Right, Tallow?
Right, Chief. No whinging here.
Say again?
Nothing to say, really.
Huh. I'll take your word for it.
Time is of the essence. Sorry to rush, but can we get straight to the point?
What should we talk about first?
The fake claim. Okay,
You said the colony's flame clock was a fake. What did you mean by that?
Wow, pretty blunt, huh? Honestly, we don't really know any more beyond the fact that it's a fake.
Since we never use it anyway, yeah?
When it's close to running dry, we get orders from the consul to go out and fight.
Well, what is it for then?
Do you think maybe there's some weird advantage to it? Like, maybe the colony's rank is really high, but it makes it look lower to get enemies to underestimate us.
Or the exact opposite. Actually, we're bottom tier, but it looks a lot higher to intimidate people.
Oh yeah, it could be that.
Well, your actual strength doesn't change, so it'd be pretty obvious once you get down to it.
And also, supplies from the castle are allocated based on rank. Could we see your supplies? That would give us a good idea of where you fall, rank-wise.
Nico's on warehouse detail. And I'm Nico. I'll get things ready for your inspection.
Okay.
You said nobody knows where your real flame clock is except the consul. How are we supposed to find it then?
I don't suppose we could just ask the consul? Oh, come on! Why the huge sigh? I was just asking. Someone had to ask.
Well, it has to be somewhere, or the status quo wouldn't be maintained. If you fight, the flame clock must fill up. Suppose you were to harvest a large pool of life in a short time.
Oh, it would flow into the real clock.
I'd like to investigate any large-scale combat engagements you may have experienced. If we're lucky, someone may have witnessed some signs of the flame clock's operation.
Can we take a look into your past battle records?
Of course. I'll have them delivered to you.
Okay. Was gonna keep going down the list
If the
here.
current flame clock is fake, what happens when your rank goes up?
As far as I know, I don't think that's ever happened.
Wait, you're joking? You've always been on the same level?
Nico, that's me. Heard something from the consul one time. She said to tough it out and do exactly as instructed, and everything would be all right.
Oh? I was told something else. People only see what they want to see, I think it was.
Meaning?
Meaning nobody actually wants to see how much is left on their clock, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, if you knew, you'd just stress out over it constantly.
A little more stressing wouldn't go amiss in your case, Tallow, you turkin head.
What? Why'd you gotta call me names?
Just cause.
Wow.
Well, we don't know exactly what the consul intended. But she must have had something in mind to go to these lengths rigging the contraption. You said the consul was away. Do you know how long for?
Tell you bluntly, we don't know either.
She's always disappearing, going off on one special mission or another.
In that case, she could be back at any time.
I'm sorry that the answer isn't very useful.
This all sounds like kind of a big deal. It doesn't bother you?
It's nothing special. We don't normally talk much about it.
She just sends us down broad stroke orders, like, go defeat those guys. Send a team to this location.
Yeah. The only time she spoke normally was that one time, wasn't it? You know, the time when Fiona became commander.
Yuck. Do we have to talk about that?
About what?
When the previous commander died, Fiona clung to the consul's knees. Started saying that the way we fought was making everyone miserable.
Yeah, it turned into a whole, like, debate. Until the consul was like, fine then, you try and change it. And made Fiona the commander.
What? Just like that?
Okay.
I know, it was a twisted kind of punishment. But now I've got everyone else tangled up in this mess.
Whatever. We know you just want the best for us, Fifi.
That's why you get yourself in such a tizzy.
And that's why we want to support you in turn. You're good, Fiona. Better than you know.
Thanks, guys.
Punishing someone with a promotion? That's so bizarre.
All right, two more. Or one more.
So, this whole clock-breaking thing's kind of a sudden development, yeah? I wanted to ask how you lot feel about all this. We know how Fiona feels, but are you all okay with what we're about to do?
Honestly, I just want Fiona to be able to relax. Like, not have to carry all this responsibility.
That's so kind of you.
Even if we do this, people will still die.
Yeah, but if they do, it will be because of their own failure. That's not the same. She carries the banner for us, and it's because of us that it's so heavy.
But that weight's also the momentum that keeps her moving forward. I don't want us doing anything that could sully the purity of Fiona's conscience.
All right, all right. Let's all take some deep breaths.
We're all friends here. Keep it civil.
I'm happy that you're so concerned for me. Thank you.
Well, I reckon things will work out one way or another. I mean, come on. You've got us on your side.
Yeah, you tell him, Lance.
No one wants to lose their mates. Just don't lose track of what matters, yeah?
Okay.
I think we've more or less heard all we need.
Yeah, I think so too. It's time to get to work. Let's check out the loose threads we've uncovered.
We should investigate the supplies in the warehouse and the colony's battle record data. Is that right? I'll make sure everyone gives you their full cooperation.
We'll also try looking around for anything we might have missed.
If anything turns up, we'll be in touch.
We got new
Okay.
folks on the map.
All right, let's talk to Shu here. Frost, Sean, you said you'd come back, you liars. Sorry to bother you. We were hoping to check the old battle records. Right, Fifi said to expect you. Bear with me for a moment. Right, I've transferred you the data. If there's anything interesting, let me know. Thank you, we will. Alright, there's the first half of the investigation.
Some
Let's actually-
relationships changed.
Let's go here and see what we can buy.
Why don't we get a little of everything?
Oh. Well, we do already. We have a little of everything already. Lands.
We got new folks on the map. Yeah.
And Nico. Okay.
Some relationships changed.
Welcome to Nico's warehouse. I'm Nico, and this is my, well, not my exactly, but it's a warehouse, all right? Look around all you like. Thanks, I won't be a minute. Nothing here really stands out. It's all I expect from the colony with the rank their flame clock says they are. By the way, are you the one who does the inventory management here? No, I think it might be the consul. Nico only watches the warehouse. Nico, I should say, is me. Why would a consul do that themselves? That is a little weird.
Interesting news.
Some stuff they're trying to hide.
Relationships changed.
So I got the barracks. A little wall up there. Can we open this? Heck yeah. So this is where we came up originally that I couldn't enter from. But now we can, so.
Oh, hey! Here's a goodie.
Open the barrel. Alright, let's head back over to the canteen here so we can get some food. And discuss what we're gonna do about this fake flame clock up there. What rank are they anyways? Let me check. I go to affinity chart here. Copper. Okay. Tin. It's weird. There's like this whole stretch, like all these colonies, and then like nothing, like right through in here. This is interesting.
Can we ask Manana to whip up some grub?
I know the other is still active for 46 minutes, but the collectible boost 40%. Oh well.
Alright, let's feast.
It's kind of a bummer that we're gonna override it, but
this has me raring to go.
It is what it is.
Looks like top scran.
All right, let's talk about this.
Hey, listen to this, will ya?
Okay, let's not miss words. Colony Mio is weird. And this is why you can't make friends. I've looked into the combat records. For the past few years, there have been no large-scale combat engagements involving Colony Mio. That, in of itself, is understandable, but... Well, we can't do the investigation survey thing you thought up earlier, right? Well, perhaps what really caught my eye was the wastelessness, so to speak. Without any big wins or losses, there's no large swings to the flame clock total. There were also no interruptions to the colony's supply chain over the long term. So, what's that prove except that Fiona and the others are fending well for themselves? I've got to say, that's not really the impression I got of this place at first glance. We've heard them chatting. They don't really seem to talk a whole lot of training or strategy. And think about the personnel turnover. You saw the flower garden. Notice how young they all are? Add to that the consul's extended period of absence. Ignoring for the sake of argument that the insecure environment, the colony's military results couldn't really afford such stability. Come to think of it, didn't Fifi say their colony ranks stayed the same? Right. And the flame clock issue is odd as well. I couldn't stop wondering what's the point of the deception was. We said we thought it was to fool enemies, but the soldiers here aren't given information. It's not even being manipulated, just flat out not being supplied. Fiona and the others didn't seem bothered by it, but I think in the real world, it wouldn't do them any real favors. Right. Of the two sides, it's actually Fiona and the others that it affects. What was it Tello said? Something about not stressing all the time. Hold. Back to snuff up. You're not saying. The people of the consul wanted to deceive. Was it the residents of Colony Mio all along? There's one more thing that bothers me. Looking at Fiona and the others, didn't they remind you of someone? They don't believe in anything beyond what they can see in the moment, still thinking that fighting is everything. Like we did way back when. Right. They're so occupied with reality put in front of them, they don't think of anything beyond that horizon. In Colony Mio's case, they don't seem much interested in anything apart from the banner that Fiona carries. True that. Soon as it's about Fiona, they'll all get super passionate. You think they're being used? No, it's not a question of being used or otherwise. I'd imagine we're also only seeing what we want to see. So that's why Fiona was appointed commander, because she's useful for hiding whatever's inconvenient. If the consul had to go to such great lengths to devise this, there can be only one reason. The consul is betraying Colony Mio. The raid was interrupted. Must have been their doing as well. then we've got to tell Fifi straight away.
I'm all refreshed and
All right.
ready to take on the world.
What do you know? The console's been deceiving everyone. That's okay. We got a console of our own fighting with us now. Oh, here we go.
No. What's going on? It's like back at Colony 4.
Another Mobius messing with us. Crap!
Tallow? Hey, what's wrong with you?
Sorry about this, bud.
Ooh.
Tallow!
Don't worry, he'll be all right. But now...
Yeah, there we go. That's why it's called... Okay. The false Ferris... Or not Ferris's, but...
Mew's console.
Wolves.
It was you, wasn't it?
Wow. Okay.
Reality, right? It's just so dull. That's why nobody pays it any mind. They'd rather chase pretty dreams.
Whoa.
You really should have just stayed dreaming.
Why would you do something like this?
When someone close to you gets hurt, you want to become stronger for them. That desire and sadness, they make for a quality flame.
Is that why you arranged the attack? Conspired with Keves, sacrificed all those lives?
Without some hardship, humans don't come together. It was just the same with you.
Cut the crap! How could you put Fiona through this?
I know perfectly well what I did. But Fiona, she never once gave up. She wouldn't let the dream be all there was. That purity of purpose. It lifted everybody up. The need to support one another. She taught me that as well.
Ah, well, ain't that nice? Learn this! Oh, what are you...
Don't hurt my friend! Even if she's bad, she's still my friend!
Fiona!
Oh!
Fiona! Lance!
Stand up. You can do better than this. Please, get up. You'll do your best for the others, won't you? You'll do all that you can, and then some.
Stop it! I'll fight along with you if you want. I'll fight by your side against whatever it is that's making you sad, Irma. So please, stop calling it a dream.
Hey, don't disappoint me like that. You've already made your choice. You chose what you wanted to see, and freely. Just how heavy is that banner? How many lives do you carry? Please, stop. All of their hopes. You did say you'd shoulder them, didn't you? You said you'd never break her.
You said we'd be together forever.
Crying about it won't change the truth. The fact is, your friends are dead, and I'm the one who killed them.
Oh! Oh, there we go. Mobius Eye.
Let me give you a taste.
Alright, let's beat up these false fools first. They're only 45.
You might want to hang back.
Alright, one down.
You want to get away? Know where that came from? I'll show you. Field day.
Nice, okay.
Are you ready, Uni?
Here we go. Alright, Mobius Eye.
I need you, Mio.
Man, they're both level 3 already. Come on, get level 3. There we go. Finally. Alright. Demon Punisher. Alright, what's her trick? When chosen, multiplies TP of all active characters except self by 120. Alright, we'll start with her then. Shares own buff, one random buff, field regenerate. That's kind of what I figured. Whenever I see a character with a flag, I'm like, oh, they're going to be heavy on the buff your party. Counter heal. Okay. Alright, 165.
Like you're ready for us. Stay right there.
Alright, bring everybody back. Alright, do another random buff here. Evasion up, okay. 102. Oh, there we go. 206. 847% damage. Heck yeah. Alright. Back to Ouroboros to finish her off.
Irma! You really shouldn't cry for me. Sorry. You were my friend. But I couldn't save you. Fiona. You'll always be my Irma.
Some relationships changed.
Now I'm curious what that did to the flame clock, or the entirety of the Faranis. Can you still see the, well, see the old one?
What you got for me?
Let's go over this way and grab this.
Is this like a rare thing?
All right, let's go talk to her.
So this is where the flame clock was. How did we never see it before?
Look, I'm not great with words, but I wanted to say, I'm sure she was a complicated person too.
I'll never forgive what Irma did. I know I can never, ever forgive her. But if I'd never met her, I wouldn't be who I am today. She's taught me a lot as well.
Just promise you won't suffer alone, all right? If things get too much to bear, you can always talk to me.
Tallow.
If you need to grumble or swear or call someone names, I'm your man. I'll get rid of all your worries. You can count on this Turkin head, okay?
Same old Tallow.
She woke me up, you know. Irma did. Made me watch you. I couldn't move, but I followed every word you said.
Perhaps she didn't want you to be alone.
But then, why? Why do something like that? I'm supposed to be the Turkin head, not Irma.
I want to know about these Mobius people. I have to know what Irma was thinking. Will you let me fight by your side still?
No reason to say no.
You're already our friend, Fifi.
Don't ever forget how you're feeling right now. I think it'll keep you strong.
Yeah. I won't. Not ever.
Here we go!
Oh. Alright, another hero quest complete. We got Fiona. And Lands is the one. Interesting. Well, I mean, she does buff classes. Healer role. A unique healer that applies random buffs to allies and can strengthen the whole party with arts.
Some relationships changed.
Well, as much as it's good that Lands got it, at the same time, Lands just got the Soul Hacker one, so I can't... How close is he? See, he's only level 3 Soul Hacker.
Support you.
So I'd love to give him the Signifier, but I also want to keep the Soul Hacker on. I don't know.
I can do that.
We'll figure it out. You know what?
Support you.
We'll give him the Signifier, but we'll leave what's his name as a Triton. We'll leave him as the hero.
Triton's got you covered.
There we go. All right. And with that, I think this is going to end this episode. We did another hero quest instead of getting to the prison like I thought we were going to. So hopefully in the next episode, we finally make it to the prison. I don't know. We keep... Unless there's another hero quest on the way there, you know. I don't know when we're going to make it. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.